Hello YouTube, this is Thompson737 bringing you another video airport update. I'm not entirely sure at the time I'm recording this when it's going to be uploaded, so apologies if it's going to be a little bit delayed. I am actually filming from Thursday onwards. I'm hoping to try and get it all done in one day. Again, this video as a whole will be split into three parts, simply for the purpose of the movement of aircraft. To give you an idea of what's in when, and again using these schedules as a guideline, and giving you an overall kind of view of like I say, how the operations work once again. I've had so much going on as well. I didn't mention in the last video, but I recently found myself in a car accident, which wasn't my fault. I was on the main road and a lady came from a side road and basically crashed into my passenger side, sent me sort of spinning a little bit, so I ended up facing the opposite way to what I was travelling on the other side of the road, and since then my car has been written off. I've gone through all the insurance, like solicitors for injuries. I'm undergoing sort of therapy and stuff to help with my neck, shoulders and back sort of injuries that I've sustained. I'm able to do things obviously, but day to day I can really feel like my shoulders and neck, I won't say pain, but really aching quite a lot, feeling heavy all the time and stuff like that. But general day to day, you know, it's not really stopped me from doing what I normally do. Certainly not setting up stuff. I've got to do a few exercises they've issued me. I've got like appointments through video calls that I've got to go through. But yeah, I am okay in that regard. Obviously a bit of a shock at the time. I think the most disappointing thing is my car being written off. But straight away, as soon as I saw the damage, I thought, nah, that's it. It's done. The woman in question, in case you're curious, only really had a front headlight out and the front bumper hanging off, so I think she got pretty lightly in terms of the damage of the car, and like I say, it was her fault anyway. That's been proven. Anyway, that's all that. Like I said, I've had so much going on, other things as well, but I mean, I just want to give you kind of an overview really, what's been happening. It's just been pretty manic last couple of weeks really. So we're going to start off with the update. So we'll start off with like kind of part one. So we're starting off with a Ryanair 737-800 registration EIDWH. As you can see, sporting the Comunitat Valenciana, I think it is, titles. Operating to and from and to Dublin on the regular morning run. Next up we have the Jet2 737-800, which we would have seen in the last update, not going out until a bit later. We'll be heading out to Paphos. As you can see, getting underway, catering at the rear of the aircraft. Once they've done there, they'll go to the front, arrange all that. Refuelers there as well, getting ready to refuel. Another 15 minutes or so, we'll be getting underway, ready for boarding, so not far out from departure. Again, operating as LS405 out to Paphos, registration JZHG. Then on the far side of the apron, we have this Aer Lingus A321neo. This is operating again from Dublin, heading back out to Dublin as EI202203, registration EILRA. And then taxiing in. We are on 02 operations today, so taxiing in. This is just landed, vacated the runway and taxied down. British Airways A320, registration GEUUH. This is operating as BA1382 on the inbound from Heathrow. And then holding short, we have this Eurowings, focus, Eurowings A320, sporting the Hertz rent-a-car livery, registration DABDU, flight number EW9341, heading out to Dusseldorf. In this update, just to give you an idea of perspective, throughout the whole video in fact, there will be no cargo movements, just to give you a pan around. So again, there are no movements there. Let's give you a bit of a zoomed in perspective of the general movements of this section of the video. So that's it for this part 1, and we will transition into part 2 around about now. Okay, so we're now into part 2 of this video. All the parts of this video, by the way, are focusing in the morning. So from around about, I'll probably 8 to 10 o'clock. So about a 2-hour period, just to give you an idea. So starting off in this section with this Aer Lingus ATR. So again, some of the aircraft we've just seen obviously have departed. Another batch of aircraft come in. So like I said, we've got this Aer Lingus ATR arriving from Cork, operating as EI 3720 and 3721 on the outbound. Registration EIREP. Not much activity around this particular aircraft. Obviously not an awful lot of passengers need to be loaded. Quite a short domestic flight generally anyway, so it doesn't have to be a massive turnaround for this aircraft, and very short turnaround generally anyway, probably only about half an hour. Moving on, of course we have the Jet 2 737-800, which again, passengers are gradually boarding on this aircraft. We'll be heading out about 9:15. It's scheduled for departure, and it looks like it's going to be sticking to the schedule. Next to that, we have the British Airways A320. This arrived from Heathrow, as we previously saw. Pretty much getting through the turnaround process. We'll be again not only a short domestic flight down south, so it won't be too much of a turnaround process for this aircraft either. And then another domestic flight, we have this EasyJet A321neo. This is operating from Edinburgh. This is operating as U2501-502. Quite a common schedule, although the schedule itself does vary throughout the day, throughout the week, sort of depending what day it operates. It may operate in the morning, may operate in the afternoon, and that does alternate, like I say, depending on the day it's operating. In this case, registration GUZMB. I've actually written down GUZMA for some reason, but I'm pretty sure it's UZMB. You probably see it better on the video once it's uploaded than what I can see on my camcorder, to be fair. I'll just zoom out slightly. There's nothing taxiing in, coming in, anything like that. It's just general ramp overview on this section. Once again though, if you do follow me on Instagram or whatever, Facebook, you will be seeing probably more pictures of individual aircraft, such like the Aer Lingus ATR, the EasyJet and such, and other aircraft. So yeah, that's it for kind of part 2 of this video. We will now transition to part 3 once I've sorted everything out, took pictures, whatever I need to do. So part 3 is coming up. Okay, so we're now into part 3 of this particular update. Again, not much happening in this part, but again, just to give you an idea of the transition of movements through a certain time period. So again, roughly about 2-hour period between around about 8 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. And again, rather than missing out certain schedules you might not see other times, it gives you that benefit of seeing what's going on as well. So starting off with this Delta 757-200. This arrived from New York, but we'll be heading out to Boston, operating as DL208 and 123 on the outbound. This model is actually a new acquisition. I only recently got this. Find on eBay. Realised it was a different registration to what I already have in my Delta fleet, and yeah, I thought a great fit for the rotation purpose. And as you can see, it features here. Modelled by Gemini Jet, so registration M553NW, and again a great addition to my collection and the fleet of Delta that I have. Taxiing in, we have this Lufthansa A321. This has arrived from Munich, also heads back out to Munich, operating as LH2500 on the inbound and LH2501 on the outbound. Like I said, this is taxiing in, registration DAISX, and then entering the runway. So as you can imagine, this is quite a substantial time period after the last sort of part. We've got this SAS 737-700 operating as SK2548. This is heading out to Stockholm on the return. Registration LNRRB. I think I mentioned SAS before. There are some schedules, or maybe 1 or 2 days, where SAS actually have 2 aircraft in at the same time at this airport. 2 different destinations or origins. So stay tuned for that. I think that'll be coming up. Obviously, well, it will be because it hasn't featured yet. I'm not sure which day it is, but it does happen. And so that'll be quite interesting to have 2 SAS aircraft on the ground at the same time. Again, you know, I kind of hope you don't mind the transitions in videos. You know, it's the best way for me to do it. There's no way, if you count how many aircraft we've had in the update as a total, there's no way I could include all of them on the airport day itself without making the airport look too sort of unrealistic and too busy. Do you know what I mean? You could argue I could have an overflow on the cargo ramp, but I mean that's purely cargo, really. There is an exception coming up soon, which you'll find out in one of the schedules, where an aircraft has to reposition on the cargo ramp for the purpose of other schedules coming in. But again, that's in another update. So stay tuned for that. I'm sure it will come sooner or later. I've actually been working on another project as well in 1/500 scale. Nearly, pretty much is complete. Just waiting for something to come in the post to sort of finalise it. Let me know. Do you want to see kind of like an alternative of like an alternate video upload of 1/400 and 1/500? Please let me know. The way I'll be doing the 1/500 is kind of how I did the 1/400 series before, of like a year by year kind of thing, but a little bit different. And again, you'll kind of see that as we go through the update kind of thing. I'm not sure. Let me know if you're interested or not. If not, I'll probably just take pictures and post them instead. But again, thanks for watching this video. Apologies if it's gone on for quite a while, given the 3 parts that I've done. And thank you for continued support. Any likes, comments, always appreciated. And anybody that's new to the channel, if you subscribe, again, probably just helps the channel grow, I guess. So I appreciate that as well. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.